Good morning everyone, Andrew here. Welcome to Living the Northern Life. Well, today I'm back out on the property. We're getting a late start here this morning. I was over next door helping my stepfather repile some wood. He needed some 2x4s out of some big piles that were kind of sunken into the dirt. And so we were lifting those up and putting new 4x4s underneath it and all that good stuff. I don't have any footage of what we did over there, but it's time to get to work here on the shop. So while the weather's nice this morning, I'm going to try to take this gravel and put it over here where these 2x6s are to make that just a little bit more level. So when I'm out here again with the scaffold, putting that top piece on, that I can keep the scaffold level and won't have to struggle so much to lift it and put it up here on these 2x6s. It's a lovely day today, probably about 16 degrees. It's supposed to get to a high of 18 or 19 degrees Celsius today. What a big change from the last video we made. And it's nice and windy and there's no bugs here again, so it's awesome. But for the first job I need to do today, I just need to get my gloves on, get the wheelbarrow and a shovel, and move some gravel. All right, time to give this a little pack. The gravel's nice and wet out here as well, so it should pack pretty nice. This stuff that I spread was very dry, and so it's probably packing pretty good today after it rained so hard last night. But yeah, it didn't pack very well even though I ran the packer over it. Well, I either forgot to press record on my GoPro or it shut off, but I got that bit of gravel all spread out and packed down there. So it's a little bit more level here now. I'll probably still need to put a block under the tires when I use the scaffold over here again, but it's not going to be as much and it's definitely a lot more level now. Eventually, I want to bring the gravel out to about this line right here. That's 10 feet from the wall, and that'll make it, I think that'll make it nice. And then I'm going to grab all the dirt in the back and push that over here. I got a bunch of stumps right here that I want to get rid of, but I want to build all this up, down, and then plant some cedar trees in here. So I don't know if I'm going to do this or not, but I feel like I'm going to run this 16-foot 1x4 up 8 feet, basically across, halfway across this one here, and then start lining my insulation up from the bottom, so that way they're all level. Last time I used a string level at the 4-foot mark, and it was pretty good, but it wasn't like dead on accurate, and I don't know. It's gonna be fun getting up there, that's for sure. All right, so we added the 9-footers here across the bottom, and I went up and put that piece on there. That's about as much as I'm comfortably able to do. I wasn't even able to nail across the top, which we'll need to do later on when we get the machine. It's just up too high from where I'm able to stand. But I'm gonna move on to the west side over here and do what we did in the last video and get that finished off. So we need to install a 4-foot section and then an 8-inch section up top, which I don't think that I can get to. I think the side is a little bit higher, but again, I don't think that I can get to it, but I'm gonna try my best. So here we go. Well, this was going really well, but I ran into a bit of an issue here. The scaffold has to stay away too far from the wall, meaning I have to lean over quite a bit, and I can't get up to where I need to. So I'm going to switch over, or try to switch over to the extension ladder, see if I can finish this off. All right, I got the west wall all done, including the 8-inch pieces at the top. Some of it I was just able to, it was so close that I was just able to squish the silverboard in there, and that worked out really well. It also closed up a bunch of gaps, and that's awesome. All right, guys, well, that's going to be it for this one. Switching over to the ladder was working out quite well, and what I did is I have a top 1x4 over there, and I put the top of the ladder on it. It did squish the silverboard just a little bit, but not enough to cause any real damage, which I'm thankful for. So that turned out really well. We got the whole west wall done now, so the next thing that we'll have to do with it is tape it. And then we'll run a chalk line for the soffit for the F and J channels. It's all one piece, and I want to try to get that as level as possible so that my metal is exactly the same size. Because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting in the wainscoting, a 36-inch or 35.5-inch wainscoting. I'm still trying to debate whether or not I want to put on the Rosetta Stone on the front. I did put the 9-foot pieces on, but they're, you know, I can take them off really easily and put an 1 1/8 plywood on there. So when it comes to doing the soffit and fascia, I might be able to use the ladder to put in the soffits, and then I'll come back afterwards with maybe the tractor and put in the fascias. But you know, we're getting ready for you know, to get this job done. We got all the 9-foot sections done across the front, and I got this, I don't know, I'll call it not quite 6 feet, but it's all done here as well. And that's as much as I was able to get done today. I'm hoping that if I can pick up the machine early on Friday morning, that I'll be able to get all the strapping done and all the first layers done for all of the silverboard for the rest of the building. Don't know that I can, but when Elijah gets here on Saturday, then we'll just have the soffits to do. So what I'll end up doing is I'll be down here on the corner on a ladder with a chalk line, and he'll be up at the top with the chalk line. Well, I will have a pencil mark up there, so that way up there, so that he'll be able to put the end of the chalk line on it, and we can snap it, and then we can run our F and J channels for the metal and start in on the soffits. He should be able to finish the fascias up on his side as well. There's not really anything to do over there. I will have to close in. Actually, I'll need to start on the back too, get my first piece of soffit in there, get in a piece of fascia, and then close that off. So that way we can run a J channel across the bird's nest, and he can put in his first pieces of soffit. Maybe in the next video, I'll use my ladder over here and finish off those 8-inch pieces, and we'll try to get that done. Because again, I need to get my F and J channels ran here for the side. Maybe not before Elijah gets here, but darn close, because I need to get this first chunk of soffit up here, so that way he can start in with the soffit on the back side, and we'll have to get those lines all chalked out and get the F and J channels up there as well. Well, I think that is coming along really nicely, and if we get that machine here on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, I think that we'll be able to make a lot of progress. All right, guys, leave your comments down below. We are an Amazon affiliate. If you click any of our Amazon links down below, we'll receive a small commission if you purchase anything within the next 24 hours. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you're not a subscriber or following along, click that subscribe button to follow along. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it sure means the world to us. And until the next one, keep living the Northern Life. Thanks for watching Living the Northern Life. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and our website. Remember to click subscribe, click that bell notification, and give us a thumbs up for the videos you like.